Have you ever felt that sharp sting when someone you trusted didn't just make a mistake, but chose to wound you? Not an accident, not a heated moment, but a deliberate strike carried out with clear eyes. Maybe it was a friend who knew your deepest fears and used them against you. Maybe it was someone you loved, turning your trust into a weapon. That kind of pain doesn't leave bruises on the skin. It cuts deeper, into the places where healing is slow, where silence feels heavy, and in those moments, anger rises. Revenge whispers. Your heart simmers, replaying the scene, imagining what you could have said, what you could have done. But here's the truth the Stoics understood. The danger is not the betrayal itself. The danger is what you allow it to create inside you. The Stoics taught that while none of us can stop life from striking, each of us can decide how we rise. You can become the storm, or you can be the one who stands still until it passes. There is a strength in that stillness that no insult can touch. And this isn't about burying your feelings. It's about refusing to let their cruelty reshape who you are, because the deeper danger is not what they did, but what it could turn you into if you let it. So, if you've been hurt by someone who knew exactly what they were doing, stay with me. Not for easy answers, but for something more valuable. Clarity to walk through the fire without letting it consume you. Picture this. You're looking into the eyes of someone you trusted, and you realize their words are sharpened like arrows, their silence honed like a blade. It wasn't an accident. They meant to wound you. They meant. In that instant, your heart recoils. But another question rises, one that matters more. Will you let this change you? The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." At first, those words almost sound dismissive, like he's saying, just ignore it, pretend it didn't matter. But look closer. Hidden in those words is a freedom that separates those who react blindly from those who master themselves. Because when someone tries to humiliate you, what they crave is your reaction. They want your rage. They want your collapse. They want proof that their cruelty mattered. But when their strike meets stillness, when your calm refuses to break, it unsettles them. Nothing disturbs an aggressor more than striking a target that does not flinch. I once heard the story of a young man betrayed by a trusted friend. In public, that friend mocked him, exposed him, tried to crush him. And the young man simply replied, "If you needed to wound me to feel powerful, I'm sorry. That was the only way you could." Then he walked away. No fight, no collapse, just dignity. His strength wasn't in defeating his enemy. It was in refusing to become like him. You see, people who deliberately hurt others rarely act from strength. A person at peace doesn't need to destroy. A grounded soul doesn't delight in provoking pain. Their cruelty is a mirror of their own chaos, and your calm exposes what they lack. That's why your response matters, not for them, but for you. Because yes, you may survive the betrayal, but if bitterness hardens your heart, if their cruelty makes you cruel, then the injury cuts deeper than they ever intended. The Stoics had a simple idea. Feel the emotion, but don't obey it. The Stoic feels anger, but does not let anger consume discipline. He feels sadness, but does not drown in it. And that choice, repeated daily, builds a strength no insult can touch. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, do not see power in their cruelty. See fragility. Remember, your silence, your grace, your refusal to descend, that is strength at its highest. Because when you stop reacting, you stop being their puppet. You reclaim your place as master of your own soul. And this is where our journey begins. In the sting of betrayal, in the heat of insult, in the silence of deliberate cruelty. The Stoics whisper the same truth across centuries. They don't get to decide who you become.